So today we're going to demonstrate a vastus lateralis isometric. The vastus lateralis is part of the quadricep muscle. It is the muscle that runs from the outside of the knee all the way up. It also runs underneath the IT band and on the back side. It's going to be a great muscle to start to strengthen. So we're going to set up in a split squat position. All right, things we want to remember is our back foot is in line with our toes, about shoulder width apart. Our knee is going to go forward. Bum's going to sink, proud chest. We're going to have all of our weight in the front of our foot. In order to bias the outside muscle, we're going to turn our foot inward just ever so slightly. Our knee is still going to be traveling forward. All right, so let's start the isometric. So we're going to drop down. Weight is in our toes, and as we sink down, we're going to sink down into our heel. As soon as we sink down into our heel, you can put your hand on each side of the IT band, and you should start to feel that engaged. You might feel it engaged all the way up to your butt, all the way down to your knee. Hold for a count of 5, 3, 4, 5, up. So we're going to drop down, knee over our toe as if our toe is pointing forward. Weights in our toes, thumbs down, chest up, sink your weight into your heel. Should engage all of the vastus. 2, 3, 4, 5, and up through the toes. The next step after doing isometric, you do the isometric 8 to 12 reps. Hold for a 5 count. You want to do two sets, 2 to 3 times a day. After you've done that, activated the muscle. Phase 1 of rehab is putting that muscle in a position where it has to work, right? This muscle's injured, that's why we're working on it. So we want to put that muscle in a position where it's active and the body can't say, no, we're going to pass the work off to the next muscle. That way you get some confidence. Once you have some confidence, we can, and I'm not talking, mental confidence, like I believe in you, muscle. It's the whole idea of when we engage a muscle, it sends a signal to your central nervous system, to your brain, whether you can fire it or not. So we want to get that system working together. Next up is we're going to do a split squat, right? We're going to, same thing, knee over toe as if our toe is pointing forward. Weights in our toe. As we sink down, the weight is going to go toward our heel. As we push up, all of your weight's going forward towards your toes. You're pushing. Sink down towards your heel. Your knees traveling forward, all of your weight still engaged. You should feel your vastus, your glutes, your hamstring. All right, make sure your toes are engaged, your big toe, base of the big toe. When you get down low, push your toes. You don't have to lift your heel, just keep your toes engaged, coming up. Notice how when I come up, I don't come up and back. You go down into your heel, you come straight up through your toes, straight up through the ball of your foot, to be specific. All right, should be in transition, back, forward, back, forward. If you really want a challenge, you can do the same exercise, but you can jut your hip out a little bit. So weights in your toes, sink down into your heel, which will engage everything as you're going down. Stick your hip out. Really emphasize in here is where I'm feeling it. Right? He's still traveling forward. All our weight goes, transitions to our foot, top of our foot, toes, ball of our foot, and up. These are a couple things that you can do to target the vastus lateralis. Thank you.